Sancho to return to the Premier League, Barcelona promise Haaland, Juve battle for Depay, Reguilon wants silverware, and a transfer roundup all coming up on today's OneFootball Daily News. As I'm your host Angelina Kelly, let's get into it. First up, and Jadon Sancho. He is reportedly leaving Borussia Dortmund and heading to the Premier League in the summer. Now, this has come from respected Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano, and you can kind of understand this one. Jadon Sancho's form for Dortmund in the Bundesliga has been dire. He hasn't even scored a goal in the Bundesliga yet. Of course, over the summer, he was so close to a deal with Manchester United. Reportedly, terms had been agreed, a contract was drawn up, but it fell apart in the final stages. So, considering he was so close to a move in the summer, pair this with his current form, no wonder he wants out of the Bundesliga. Allegedly, the player would not mind a move to Liverpool in order to secure some silverware, but I think Liverpool are pretty much set on the wings. Obviously, there was the signing of Diogo Jota, they've got Salah, Minamino, Mane, and I think if Liverpool are going to spend big, it's not going to be in that area of the pitch. Chelsea are also apparently keeping their eye on the player despite signing Hakim Ziyech, but it seems like Manchester United are still the front runners. Now, I think a lot of people were concerned that since Manchester United didn't sign Sancho, that they would have a lot of competition in this upcoming transfer window and the summer if he ends up leaving. So the fact that his stock has kind of fallen a little bit in that he's not showing the best form, I don't think as many clubs are interested, and I don't think as many clubs are going to be willing to spend such a large amount of money. But reportedly, Manchester United will be ready with 120 million euros for the player. Of course, it makes sense for Manchester United to still be interested, and I think that they could be able to get the money together, especially if they end up offloading the likes of Pogba and some of their many centre-backs that they have got on the books. It will be really interesting to see what happens with this, and I'm also interested to see how much he ends up leaving Dortmund for. Of course, they always wanted that 100 million euro price tag and higher, but with the current coronavirus pandemic, is it going to be attainable? Next up, and it is another day and another Barcelona presidential candidate with another crazy promise. So we've had tattoos, free pizzas, free season tickets, Messi's gonna stay, no he's gonna go, Neymar's coming back, no he's not, and now Erling Haaland is apparently on his way to Barcelona. Now, the presidential candidate we are talking about is Emilio Rusad. He has come out saying that if he is elected on January 24th, he will be able to bring Haaland in. And the way he's going to do this is with his sporting vice president, Jose Maria Minguella. So his name carries quite a lot of weight. He has been responsible for bringing in the likes of Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, Ansu Fati. So the fact that he's involved in this situation, Barca fans are probably pretty excited. He reckons that he's already managed to get a pre-contract agreement with Mino Raiola, Haaland's agent. Now, they haven't 100% come out and said, we are getting Haaland, but these men know exactly what they are doing. They have dropped enough hints to try and use Haaland's name to convey the success that both men clearly want for the club moving forward. Now, the reason for all these promises, this presidential candidate was the vice president for Jose Maria Bartomeu, and he ended up resigning after accusing the former president of some pretty bad things. So the fact that his name is associated with Bartomeu means that he's probably already going to be struggling to get votes. So no wonder he is using Haaland's name to try and get some extra votes in. The next story is with Juventus, and they are apparently determined to be able to sign Memphis Depay if he doesn't end up going to Barcelona. Now, Memphis Depay, he obviously had a bit of a bad spell at Manchester United. He made the move to Lyon, and he's been such a vital cog in the machine, and he was so important in their progression in the Champions League last season that saw them in the semi-finals. But they seemingly wanted to cash in on the player over the summer, and it looked like he was heading to Barcelona, but the move never happened. However, he is in the final few months of his contract with Lyon, and with his relationship with Barcelona manager Ronald Koeman, there's no surprises that there is still interest from Barcelona, and it's looking like they're going to still want to make a move for the player. However, Juventus are of course waiting in the wings. They are desperate to sign Depay, and apparently if they see any kind of hesitation from Barcelona, they are ready and waiting to swoop in to get the player. Depay would be a great signing for Juventus. Obviously, you think about that left wing, you of course think of Cristiano Ronaldo, but recently he has been playing more up front with Morata, so that area of the pitch is available for him, and I think he would be absolutely brilliant. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say that Ronaldo's form is going to dip. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon in the world of football, but he is 35, he could get injured, or he could even move on from Juventus. Who knows? There have been rumours, so I think bringing in Depay would be a really good move. And next, we're going over to Tottenham with Sergio Reguilon, he has spoken to a Spanish publication about life in London. Now, he's not keen on the food, he is taking English lessons, and he has a lot of admiration for Jose Mourinho. Now, when he made the move to Spurs, everyone was pretty shocked. It seemed like he was heading to Manchester United, but at the last minute, there seemed to be a bit of a U-turn, but he has come out saying that he always wanted to play under the manager and he's so happy to be there. Now, the player didn't really need convincing to move to Spurs, as like I say, he has such admiration for Mourinho and wanted to play with the manager. But the fact that the manager rang him a couple of times managed to help things move along a little bit quicker. Now, obviously, he is from Real Madrid. Gareth Bale was at Real Madrid, so he said that he's been a really good help to him, and he has spoken out about how Mourinho really does care about his players. He did touch on Real Madrid. He spoke about Sergio Ramos, saying that he thinks that he's definitely going to renew. He cannot imagine life at Madrid without Sergio Ramos, and he's also spoken about a potential return in the future, saying that he really would love to end up returning back to Real Madrid and playing for the club. But for now, he seems pretty focused on winning some silverware with Spurs. He said that he's really confident they're going to win a trophy because of Mourinho's success rate in the past. Whether it will happen or not, we'll have to wait and see. And next we have a transfer roundup. This is where I take a look at some of the other news and transfers going on in the footballing world. And first up, Manchester United defender Timothy Fosu-Mensah has rejected a new deal with the club and could be moving to Marseille or Hertha Berlin. Home games for both Liverpool and Everton will be back being played behind closed doors due to the region moving into Tier 3 in the United Kingdom due to the rising number of coronavirus infections. Borussia Dortmund are interested in Jadon Sancho. He is another young Manchester City star. And Barcelona and Real Madrid are reportedly going to do battle for a player that has been dubbed the next Neymar, Gremio's Pepe. So that's everything for today's OneFootball Daily News and the final daily news of 2020. We wish you all a very happy 2021. Make sure you guys check out all the other content that we've got here at OneFootball. And until next time, I will see you guys later.